No. He's playing, should I match him?
Grass.
Or should I go with Cursed Key?
No, go with Kirsty. It's fine.
Okay. Alex, the MF, motherfucking great. Nice. Variant, take off, I don't know. It's gonna be a good team. Rank 12 and 20 and 16.
I think the 2D Zelda games are generally harder puzzle-wise to me.
Except for
at least
Seasons.
compared to Ocarina. Because Ocarina's like, we're in 3D. Here's this 3D thing you can do. Because look, it's 3D. Like, you know, they were very obvious with their puzzles, and that's fine.
Well, they had to introduce you to the mechanic.
Everyone fucking hates, which isn't that hard.
The reason everyone hates the water temple, not just because of the menu thing, because the menu thing is definitely a problem where you're switching up and down.
That's a valid complaint.
It is. A valid complaint is that on a speed run, that can add literally 15 minutes to the damn game. Not the speed run where you glitch to Ganon, but like just playing through the game. They can literally add that. But when you fetch at the DS, the problem is everybody has one key somewhere. Most people, it's the same key, but there's a couple other ones that they don't find on the first going through, and then they finally get to the point where they're like, I'm missing a key. And the game never tells you you're missing a key, and everybody has one. Yeah. That's why everyone hates it. It's nothing. That's the worst part of it. But I figured out where my one key was, and I've never had a problem with it since.
When I replayed through it on the 3, I had more trouble with the Fire Temple. I don't remember why. I just remember having more trouble with it.
Fire Temple's kind of weird and a little bit more samey looking, so you can get turned around. And then there's a couple of points where you have to stay on top, and you know, Zelda's not exactly a platforming game. So, you know, staying on top, if you just put your joystick in the wrong direction, you jump off, and then you're like, oh, I guess I'm gonna go backtrack back to up here again, you know. There are a couple of points where you can I definitely did that when I was younger, for sure.
But I do feel in general that the 2D ones are more difficult puzzle-wise. Because they're not as spelled out, I guess.
Well, Ocarina of Time had to spell it out because they had to introduce weird 3D. Now it's weird. Majora's Mask didn't spell it out as much and has some great temple designs because of it.
But then it's like after that, they just kind of went. They kind of went because like Wind Waker is not hard at all. Like.
No, it does have some tedious points, but I definitely wouldn't call it hard. And then Twilight Princess has that Sky Temple's pretty interesting, but the problem is it's a lot of waiting too. Like, it's kind of hard to figure out, but then you're also just waiting a lot. You're like, okay, I'll wait for that to get over here. I'll wait for that to get over here. Like. But why? Not to give it away, maybe? Oh, okay. Well, that would be why he's not using his chainsaw. I also think that part of it is that there is a no shock Dr. Bill.
I'm not counting 1 and 2 because those are hard for different reasons.
Right, but have you played the Link Between Worlds? Because that game is hella easy. I think it's partially that it's fun, but it's hella easy. I didn't die once. I rented all my equipment and just saved up gradually because I was like, I don't wanna have this bow on here anymore. I ended up paying for everything and never dying or losing any of it. I was like, I never had to do this. Anyway, so that game's hella easy. I think it's more that the older 2D games, they're older, and nowadays a lot of game design is geared towards making them a little more everyone friendly. Like even Breath of the Wild has some really challenging aspects, and you can make that game. Like you can be amazing at that game. I have seen clips of people being amazing. But you can also just do the minimum and beat the game and just have fun. And so it's more accessible, and I think that's a thing. I think that's why a lot of 3D ones are easier, is that they just were newer, and the thing was making them more accessible, because it used to be not the goal for gaming. It was like, in fact, older games, it was, you know, the old arcade ones, it was like, make this game hard so you have to pay more money. You know.
Well, and I also think part of the problem, it was a pro and a con. Link Between Worlds.
Bye, Ace. I don't know why you came and left, but okay.
Well, that took you forever.
I was doing it all by myself. Oh, you're talking to him.
Yeah.
I'm doing a second totem.
So Ash wasted the Shack palette, so that's fine.
Damn it, Ash.
The pro and con of Link Between Worlds is that you can do the dungeons in any order because of how the item system works, but I think it also works against it because they made it easier to compensate, because you have to pay for the items again if you didn't buy them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he's face camping and hitting me, so I mean...
Like, repeatedly?
Yeah.
Like, he's just gonna sit there and face camp you to death?
Well, now he's going backwards. Going to the corner, but he's still here.
Well, I'll do some of this gin, and then maybe...
do it.
Oh, he doesn't have borrowed time, probably.
That's not.
I was gonna say, and then maybe I'll come over there and get you in a minute after I do this gin some more, but, you know, Ash can just go ahead and do that. Link Between Worlds was almost a perfect system for that, because it told you which item you needed to go in, so like, okay, that's the easy part, but, you know, being able to rent it and do that was just, like, that was great, because you could do them in any order, but then it was like, but we're gonna make the dungeon kind of easy, and it's like, if they should have made the dungeons, you know, had a quote-unquote intended order, like easy to hardest kind of thing, but let them figure it out. Let that person go in that dungeon and realize that they're way out of their depth, you know?
Yeah.
Ash is down. Rather than making all the dungeons kind of the same difficulty, and then just being like...
The any order thing was a good thing, though.
Right, I would have preferred, though, that there was... You could tell that some dungeons were definitely harder than others. I feel like I could not tell that in Link Between Worlds. They all felt the same difficulty, the same kind of fighting, same kind of puzzles.
Back off.
Like in Breath of the Wild, it was slightly more apparent that there was kind of an order because of the amount of bag. Oh, okay, he got his thing going. He's not a smart man because of the, oh, he had decisive strike too, though. Okay, wow, good for him. Because the boss fights and a couple other things were a little bit more or less difficult, but they were still kind of the same-sies amount of difficult. I've only done, as far as I know, we've only done 2 totems, so this guy's gonna have no edit. We're gonna be fucked at the end.
Probably.
Oh. He's bringing his hate to me.
I think Link Between Worlds did the any order thing better than Breath of the Wild, though.
I agree.
Might be controversial.
No, I agree, because there was more choice. Breath of the Wild.
And more variety.
Yeah, and more variety.
I like Breath of the Wild, but a lot of ones literally look the same. And the mechanics are basically the same, it's just what they do is different. It's like either rotate the dungeon or make water happen, or like...
I actually kind of liked the mini shrines. My problem is, I feel like I had too many. Because when you look at the mini shrines, there are like... There's like a couple of varieties, and then they start to get lazy. And
My
then
problem with the mini shrines was some of them you worked so hard to find, not necessarily because you had to do certain things, just because you were like, oh look, like way the fuck over here.
Or the ones you had to roll the snowball down. That one took me forever to figure out.
In this little cave, there's a fucking shrine, but then literally just, oh, you're in the shrine. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
you don't have to do anything once you get it.
Yeah, that's why
I don't really like the fighting ones either, but they're not as bad.
That's why I'm saying there was too many. They basically ran out of ideas. I'm gonna see if he's face camping with my dark sense real quick. He's there, very close, so effectively. There is a gate nearby though. Oh, I see a totem. I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna at least check what he did.
Oh, he doesn't have no ed? Then why is this totem lighting up for me?
I mean, you can clean it. It didn't down what's his name and it didn't light up, so.
Yeah, that's true.
But if it's lit, then.
It's not lit.
Oh, I'm using a map.
Oh, is that I can see? I want to save this dude, but I feel like we need to open the gate to do it.
I'm trying to find the hatch.
I'm trying to get this gate open. So I can see if I can save this guy. Oh, did you get the other guy off the hook?
I got one of them off.
Okay, here comes the other one. I got the gate open for him. You didn't find the hatch though?
No, I can't find it and I don't want to give this doctor any kind of kill.
No, he doesn't deserve it. Where's the last guy though? Oh, here he comes. I'm behind you. Go, bro. You idiot. Just had to use that borrowed time, didn't he?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
The DC.
Yep, he's still looking DC. That's gonna happen. Hey, that was the best game I've had with this key so far. Maybe it's gonna be lucky tonight. I think the Ash wanted to be toxic. That's why he did that. Because I went to get behind him and he swerved around me, specifically let the doctor hit him.
He was lucky because I unhooked him forever ago, so that bar time could have run out.
Well, he can see it. Oh, it's a baby doctor. That's why he's garbage.
Excuse me?
What?
I can't only 3 people on my screen.
Oh, me too. It's Ace. Ace is missing.
I was like, why can't I spectate? What the hell? But it's technically everyone escaped. It just didn't.
It just didn't show us the ending.
I'm not really gonna give him a GG because I don't like the way he played, and I would be salty about it.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be salty, but I still sent him one. Oh look, they had a key too. We saved their key. You know, with these perks, I'm suspicious of that rank 16.
He could have leveled up. He could have gotten blood points to be a killer though.